The moment you stop chasing, everything changes. Not slowly. Not maybe. Immediately. Because the game was never about effort. It was about power. And most men never see it. They think more texting means more attraction. More attention means more love. More chasing means more chances. But it does the opposite. Every extra message lowers your value. Every quick reply kills mystery. Every time you chase, she stops. Not because she doesn't like you. Because she doesn't feel you anymore. Think about this. Have you ever noticed how she was more interested when you were busy? When you didn't reply instantly? When you didn't care as much? That wasn't random. That was attraction working the way it's supposed to. And here's the truth most men can't handle. She doesn't chase effort. She chases energy. And your energy right now? Too available. Too predictable. Too easy. So she relaxes. And when she relaxes, she stops trying. Because she knows you're already there. No challenge. No tension. No reason to move. But the second you pull back, something strange happens. She notices. Not consciously at first. But emotionally. Your absence creates space. That space creates curiosity. And curiosity pulls her back in. Now she's thinking. Why isn't he texting? What is he doing? Did he lose interest? And just like that, the roles start shifting. But here's where most men mess up. They fake it. They pretend to be busy. They delay replies on purpose. They play games. And she feels it. Because fake distance has no power. Real distance does. When you actually stop chasing, not as a tactic, but as a decision, that's when everything changes. Because now, you're not acting. You're transforming. You start focusing on your life. Your goals. Your discipline. You stop making her the center. And something deeper happens. You become harder to read. And that's dangerous. Because mystery creates attraction. Let's break this down. When a man chases, he reveals everything. His intentions. His feelings. His availability. There's nothing left to discover. And when there's nothing left, interest fades. But when you pull back, now she has to figure you out. Now she has to invest. Now she has to wonder. And that wondering is where attraction grows. Here's a scenario you know too well. You meet her. Things feel good. You text first. You plan everything. You show interest. At first, she responds. She smiles. She engages. Then slowly, she starts taking longer to reply. She cancels plans. She feels distant. And you panic. You try harder. Text more. Give more. And that's where you lose. Because desperation repels. It doesn't matter how good you are. How kind you are. How loyal you are. If you chase too much, you lose control. And without control, there's no attraction. Now flip it. Same situation. But this time, you don't chase. You match her energy. You stay calm. You stay focused. You don't react to her distance. And suddenly, she leans in again. Because now she feels something missing. And humans chase what they feel slipping away, not what's already theirs. This is psychology, not manipulation. And once you understand this, you can't unsee it. Here's the deeper truth. Attraction thrives on uncertainty. Not chaos, but controlled uncertainty. She needs to feel you're there, but not fully hers. She needs to feel connection, but also tension. And chasing kills tension. It removes the edge. It makes everything safe. And safe doesn't create desire. It creates comfort. And comfort alone doesn't keep her chasing. But when you step back, you bring the edge back. Now she feels it again. That pull. That curiosity. That need to know where she stands. And that's when she starts chasing. But understand this clearly. This is not about playing games. This is about self-respect. When you stop chasing, you're not ignoring her. You're choosing yourself. You're saying, my time matters. My energy matters. My life doesn't revolve around you. And that message? It's powerful. Because most men don't send it. Most men sacrifice everything for attention, for validation, for a chance. And women feel that. They feel the lack of backbone, the lack of control, the lack of purpose. And it turns them off. But when you don't chase, you signal something else. Strength, discipline, focus. And those traits trigger attraction at a deep level. Let's go deeper. Why does she chase when you stop? Because now, she has something to lose. Before, you were always there. Now, you're not guaranteed. And humans fear loss more than they value gain. So she starts investing. She texts first. She asks questions. She tries to reconnect. Not because you forced her, but because she feels it. Your absence created value. Your silence created tension. Your focus created attraction. But there's one rule you must never break. Never stop chasing, just to make her chase. That's weakness in disguise. Stop chasing, because you have a life worth living. Because your purpose is bigger. Because your standards are higher. And that's what changes everything. Because now, even if she doesn't chase, you don't lose. You still win. You still grow. You still move forward. And ironically, that mindset is what makes her chase even more. Because now, you're not attached. And detachment is power. It's calm. It's controlled. It's rare. And rare things are always chased. So next time you feel the urge to text again, to explain yourself, to prove your value, pause. Ask yourself one question. Am I chasing, or am I choosing myself? Because that answer will define everything. Remember this. The man who chases attention loses respect. The man who controls his energy creates attraction. And the man who walks away becomes unforgettable. So stop chasing. Not for her. For you. And watch what happens next.